Let me tell you something. Over 1.4 million people gonna be homeless in just about 4 months. Cause Trump cutting Section 8 in November, allegedly. You might wanna listen to this. Check this out.
So breaking news, y'all. Section 8 benefits funds will be cut out in the middle of November. After that is funded out and ran out, there will be no more Section 8. So we're dealing with no food stamps for families that are in need. Section 8 being gone, no traveling. It's only going to get worse. And before y'all know it, they're going to take away housing. Do y'all not know how many elderly people is on housing? How many low-income people is on housing in Section 8? Meaning there's going to be kids homeless. They already are going to be starving nowadays because there are no food stamps. And jobs are not hiring. People can't get jobs. You know, it's just so much going on in the world right now. And sometimes I just be thanking God that I am in position to not have to depend.
Now it seemed to me like he taking everything from us and putting it in his own goddamn pocket. Imagine being old with no family. Then they come tell you, you got to go because the orange man said so. Imagine being a single mother raising 5 kids, ain't got no help and nowhere to go, got no goddamn stable income. But you got to go because the orange man says so. And it's only gonna get worse because the next thing they finna cut is them goddamn food stamps. Carry on.
Y'all crying now about them food stamps, EBT or whatever you want to call it. But wait until they hit you with them Section 8, okay? Because Section 8 and food stamps, it's 2 different beasts, all right? You probably can go to the food pantry with the food stamps and get yourself some food probably for the month or something like that. But let me tell you something. When they shut off that Section 8, that's messing with everybody's money. Not only the people who's received Section 8, but when they don't receive Section 8, they can't pay their landlord. And their landlord have to pay other people. So when you stop paying the landlord, you leave the landlord no other choice but to rent to somebody who can pay the rent. You understand?
And this is exactly why you should never depend on the government. And if you do depend on the government, it should be temporary and not for a long period of time, because laws change at any time. A law could be passed while you in there sleeping in Section 8 hood housing, then boom, your head wake up and you're homeless with nowhere to go. I think the problem is food stamp in Section 8 was supposed to be for the people that actually needed it. But people started abusing the program in fraudulent ways, doing scams, and that messed it up for everybody that actually needed it. Carry on.
I know too many people who also have rental property that rent their property out to the government. What's going to happen to them when they can't receive? Some of those people got mortgage to pay. They just only use the opportunity to rent the property out to the government. What's going to happen when they don't receive their money? They got to pay their mortgage. They wasn't expecting that. And I know a lot of people who's made a life of just buying property and renting it out to the government and having the government to pay them for Section 8. What happens when all of that stops?
Alrighty, Shalom. First and foremost, giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. This is the brother Yeshaya. And this video is going to be about, or titled along the lines of, they shall no longer lean on them that smote them. So, as you can see, the cruel Lord himself, which we believe through the Spirit, starting with Elder Apostle Hart, which coined it, that he's this cruel Lord, okay? And he's, ending Section 8 vouchers or whatnot, or Section 8 and food stamps vouchers or whatnot. So, the thing is, man, of course, the Lord said, he was going to give us benefits over here, basically help us out while we're in the wilderness and everything like that. But you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans have fell for the trick. All right. The trick is that you got to look at the stipulations of Section 8 housing. A man can't be in the household. So right off jump, you're already set in, that vicious cycle to keep repeating itself. Right. Then you have a single family household, okay, with the woman, okay, responsible for bringing in the money. Now, of course, it's discounted. Section 8, it can range from, you paying $100 or less, and it goes up. But I say all that to say this, man. We're coming to a time where, man, we just have to depart from depart from this world, and the elect are starting to do that. All right, we're doing it spiritually, okay, for the most part, and for the in minor parts, brothers are starting to do it, even monetarily, physically, right? With certain things that brothers have set up through the spirit of poverty, how about Shem Yahushua, that blessed, certain brothers with certain things, but that's all through the spirit, okay? We're not going to be in a very low level like these people, okay? The Lord looks out for us, man, especially when we're doing the work, new brothers on the front lines. But this is a bad thing. This has bad implications, and it's going to put a lot of people on their ass, man. They're going to be homeless, going to be a lot of rioting, and that's what they want, okay? And mind you, the ones that take up most of the Section 8 and the food stamps are the Esau Edom, man. Okay. So Isaiah 19, and let's start at 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians I will give over into the hand of a cruel lord. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. So we believe that fierce king, all right, is DJT, Nero, okay? And he's doing what he has to do for the bidding of the elite. Okay, they have him in his back pocket. They're holding that Epstein files over his head. So he has to do whatever they tell him to do. Okay, and because of that, they're in this endgame war, this war that there's no backing out of. All right, and they're panicking. So hey, a good riddance, man. We don't care. We're just trying to get up out of here, and all the things that y'all have done to us as a people. Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievance which they have prescribed. All right. They turn aside needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. In the NLT, they deprive the poor of justice and deny the rights of the needy among my people. They prey on widows and take advantage of orphans. So yeah, and you're an orphan if you don't have a father, okay? And their whole setup is to what? Take the father out of the home, okay? And that's Section 8 shit, man. All right? Okay, the scriptures detail everything, man. Isaiah 10:20 is the point. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. And that's us, man, Lord willing. Okay, we're not staying on them, upon them that smote us. Now, the thing is, we still got to, operate in this society, under the radar, of course. All right, we're not going to be rich. We're not going to be, have these high level positions, but the Lord does provide. Okay, he gives us our daily bread. He gives us, basically everything that we need, that we're not poor, right? Let's see if I remember where it's at. Proverbs 30:8, remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. lest I be full and deny thee, and say, Who is the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain. So, hey, the Lord, he does look out. Or, of course, we have the ebbs and flows in this thing. We know how to abound in the base. Okay, so we're going to have highs and lows in this thing, but the Lord is not going to have us where we're totally down and out, living on the street, or what have you, living in shelters or what have you. Okay, so hey, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. But a lot of our people don't get it, and they're just going to have to, suffer this thing, and this is the straight gate. We're going right into JT, man. Jacob's trouble. Isaiah 31, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's right. So you'll go to this white man for everything, but it's free to go to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. All you got to do is be sincere in heart, have a repentant heart, a sorrowful, contrite spirit that he will not resist, okay? And just go to him in all sincerity, and it costs you nothing, literally, just some time, okay? Go pray, and fast, do whatever you got to do, and you will receive your answer. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You apply for certain things in Esau's economy or Esau's system, you got to wait 6 weeks, 2 months, sometimes even longer, especially like with certain benefits like SSDI or Social Security. All right, that could take years to be approved, man. Okay, but we go to our power, man, and he blesses us with certain things to where we can handle this worldly this worldly challenge, I guess, of providing for our sustenance, especially us with families. All right, because we still have to operate in this society, like I said. So and the difference between us is that we're leaning upon the Lord for everything. We're not, we're not worried about none of that. Esau dangling certain benefits and shit over our head, man. All right. Hey, because we know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua controls all things. Sirach 11 and 14, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. So, hey, if you're in a position, of course, certain brothers have to be in certain positions for their walk in his faith. But the thing is, man, the Lord is faithful. And, if you have a right mind and we all have different walks, of course, but the Lord's not going to have brothers down and out. And even if a brother is, down right now, he will provide certain brothers around him to be able to, pick up the slack or not pick up the slack, so-called, basically look out. All right. And that's what, we're here for. OK, it says, basically give to the poor. And we're always scriptures also say we will forever be with the poor. So there's going to be poor among us at all times, man. But it's all right because the Lord set up a system, especially, if you're charitable, because we're supposed to be charitable. The Lord loves a cheerful giver, and alms cover for multitude of sins, So you're supposed to look out for your brother. All right. And it's a good thing to look out for your brother because even if, like the Elder Kazak was going into yesterday on a lower level, even if you don't receive recompense from that said brother or, whatever, the Lord will pay you back. And I believe that because I've actually experienced that. I know that's a fact. I know it's true. All right. So going back to the book of going back to the blue letter. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 19. Every man also to whom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua have given riches and wealth, and have given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor. This is the gift of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right. For he shall not much remember the days of his life, because the Most High answered him in the joy of his heart. All right. Verse 20, God keeps such people so busy enjoying life that they take no time to brood over the past. All right. Well, let's read that verse 19 in the NLT. And it is a good thing to receive wealth from Yahweh, and the good health to enjoy it. To enjoy your work and accept your lot in life. This is indeed a gift from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And that's beautiful. That's amazing. This is a gift from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay, this is a gift, all right, to enjoy, of course, brothers are not going to be overly abundantly rich, but, some brothers have a little something, and there's nothing wrong with that. The Lord gave certain brothers certain things because he knows in their spirit that they can handle it and it won't corrupt them and it won't, take them away from their first obligation, which is preaching his truth, man. So what that Ecclesiastes 5:19, that's a banger right there, Going to the apocryphy, all right. Second Ezra 9, of course. I'm gonna read the first two and I'm gonna skip down. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, and we're gonna skip down to verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Okay, so man, the Lord, set certain people up, with certain benefits. All right, certain dainties. All right, and you don't give no power, no respect, or no thanks to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Give to your Jesus, your God, your whatever. Okay, probably yourself, your ancestors. A lot of people really starting to self, praise, man. All right, or going to other option other than Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So yeah, for such as they have in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain. So you're gonna have to feel the burn to get the whole message, man. All right, and we're with it. We don't we don't object to it. 2 Thessalonians 3:10, for even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. Okay, so there you go. All right, so you got to work, and Section 8 and these vouchers, they give people, a safety net, so-called safety net, which that safety net has holes in it. That safety net is not secured, and it's showing you, man. So hey, don't trust in this, man. You got to maneuver in this world, and what does it say? It says, as using the world, not abusing it. Okay, we got to use the world as not abusing it. All right. There you go. I'm going to leave you with this. 1 Corinthians 7:31. And they that use the world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So we always got in the forefront of our mind that this world is about to pass away. So we're not investing in it, and we're not, trying to live it up over here, we know that it's on the way out. We want to get some things done. Or I ain't never been to Aruba. All right, man, get out of here, man. We got forever to do everything. So I'm going to end it with that. Lord willing, was edified, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash, double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders, great millstone, peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect.